Sorry about that. This is Aaron Berk, take two. I had my computer on, and so the sound was actually coming through there as well. So this is Aaron Berk from Harlan, Berk Limited, and Roundtable TV. And today I want to talk a little bit about auction representation. There are auctions all over the world happening, and I'm going to talk about ancient coins primarily, but there are auctions happening all over the world all the time. And we're getting into the season now where there's some more catalogs coming out. And it's really daunting for a lot of collectors to bid on their own. Mike Prince, who is in our U.S. department, he did a really great broadcast with Coin Week not too long ago. So I'll try to post it in this link in this spot here so you guys can catch it. But it's excellent, talking about why you should have a dealer representing you in auction. Not in all cases, but in many cases, a lot of the European auction houses may give a discount to dealers like myself. And so it actually makes a lot of sense to use a dealer because it may not cost you anything. There are some dealers that will charge on top of that, so they'll take the cut from the auction house, but then they'll also take a commission from their client as well. We don't do that at Harlan Berk. So I charge 5%, and if I get a discount from the auction house, which is only legal in Europe, it's not legal in America, but in Europe they do it, and so then my services are free. And why not to use it? If you're buying overseas, you usually need a customs broker to get the material in some cases. We have insurance. We're used to this. We clear it and we get it to you. But the best part is that we research these things. So I'm going to turn my my camera around here and show you. So these are just two catalogs that I've gotten in the last couple of days. So one's from Kunker and one is from Gorny and Mosch, both German auctions. And this whole catalog is ancient coins. So mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds of ancient coins. So many. And then you got Gorny and Mosch, mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds. So you really, there's a lot of material in these things. And I'm just going to pinpoint a couple of things really quick. So like I noticed in the Gorny and Mosch, they have a chemo and decagram, but it's pretty rough, pretty ugly. And most of the estimates on these things, hey Ryan, how you doing? Most of the estimate on these things are really cheap. And the point is that auction houses want to draw clients in. Hope brings eternal. So on this decagram, they've got 2,500 euros. That's obviously a ridiculous price. Even though it's ugly, it's not great quality. It'll never bring 2,500 euros in a million years. But if it gets tons of people interested in showing up to the auction to see if they can buy it, then they may get caught up into the bidding and end up, spending more than they would have thought. That's another advantage to having a dealer, is because a dealer will tell you exactly what he or she thinks the coin is worth and give you a realistic bid going into it. Typically dealers have an understanding with their clients not to let something sell at their top bid. So if I had a bid of 10,000 euros on this thing, I would never let it sell for 10,000 euros. I might bid it up to 11,000 to make sure, because I would never want to go back to my client and say that it sold for exactly your top bid. Another situation, here's a Syracuse piece. Get the glare off of it. Really beautiful. Now I had a fantastic one of these last week, which I put on Facebook. This one's not so high quality. The estimate's 3,000. I would probably in this situation advise my client not to buy that coin, just because I think that there are better ones out there, and for a little bit more money, you'll probably get a much better quality coin. Some of the things that we use when we're researching these things, I find for ancient coins and world coins, Coin Archives is probably the best in the world for researching ancient coins and world coins. Doesn't have any US on here, but it's every major auction house going back to, I believe, 2002. And it's you'll find pedigrees in here. You'll find coins that have been listed in maybe 2 or 3 auctions. And so you may notice that if I'm on the Kunker sale and I notice this coin is up for sale, I might be able to go to Coin Archives and actually find the coin. This is about a $600 a year subscription fee, I believe, unless it's gone down. If you don't pay, it's, I think, the you get 6 months of auction catalogs, but for $600, it's worth it if you actually need to research. And yes, a search is also very good as well. But I think that, you know, there's some people that just use Heritage, and that's great, but it really doesn't give you a scope of the world. And actually, Heritage lots are also listed in Coin Archives. So, and Paul, if you can't afford it, all you have to do is ask a dealer to rep you, and he will gladly share any of the information in Coin Archives with you, so you don't actually have to spend the money. So I've got a client that's maybe possibly interested in bidding in this. So we are trying to figure out the minimum bid was 800. That's pretty ridiculous for that. It'll never bring that in a million years. I think it'll bring anywhere from, you know, 2,000 to 2,500 euros, maybe more. I don't know if my client's going to want to go that high, but, you know, to put in a bid of 1,000 euros, you can pretty much kiss it goodbye. Not going to get it. Not going to happen. So the other thing is, when you're researching coins, I just came across a situation in the New York sales where I had a client that was looking for a couple of coins in the Triton sale, and we noticed one of them was a type of coin that comes up constantly, and we were able to find him one on the open market for a lot less than what he would have paid in auction. Just because you bid in auction doesn't mean you get good deals. It just means that you're competing against a whole boatload of people that are really going to end up paying over retail. It's not very often you get great deals in auctions. It can happen. There's a lot of coins in these auctions, but you got to also remember there are, you know, 50, 100 or more dealers sitting there, either sitting there in the auction or online, that are ready to, you know, to buy up a coin for stock that's going too cheap. So you just, you know, if you're going to bid in an auction, you want to make sure you bid strong. You want to make sure that you bid with a dealer, because in the end, it will save you money. So just keep that in mind going forward. If myself, for ancient coins, we have Mike Prince, who does our US coins. We have somebody for world coins, and you know, it's just really important to whoever you use, whatever Roundtable dealer you want to use, or any, you know, legit dealer that's used to bidding in auctions, go for it, because they really will help you navigate the waters and help you and save you a lot of money in the long run. So just want to share that going into the auction season here. And take care, guys. Oh, a couple announcements. If you haven't given us a contest video reel yet for Roundtable TV, do that. You're going to win cash prizes. Make sure to watch Rare Coin TV, our friends over there on YouTube. They've also are on Facebook as well. And if you didn't catch our auction on Tuesday, catch the next one coming up, because it was a lot of fun. I think we had, at one point we had over 134 people watching live, and we ended up having, I think it reached like over 8,000 people in the end. So it was a lot of fun. It was enjoyable, really totally different scenario. If you watch it, it's really different than what you typically would see in any of the other auctions. So anyway, thanks again. Take care, guys. Bye.